Yo, what's going on YouTube? You know, this is literally Bodhi JackedYgo here, and today I just want to give you guys a literally huge update right before we get to this deck profile. So the update as well is that the Team X person's name is going to be no longer Zed, so it's going to be now is going to be known as Bodhi JackedYgo here. So hopefully, I'm just sticking around with Bodhi JackedYgo here, because to be honest with you, I don't think Team X Presidents is gonna be a name for that. So for now, it is literally known as Bodhi JackedYgo here. And what else there are? And of course, everything else has been changing as well. So as you guys can see here, this is literally not my bedroom. This is literally my parents' bedroom, so that's that. So, and I just made a whole lot of few changes I just made a whole lot of few changes in the main and of course in the extra deck as well. So, for those of you guys, and of course, there's gonna be some other cards that could be expensive, the other ones could be not. Then it really don't matter as well. So we're just going to be continuing on DDDs and as well as that until when we get to the new set. Of course, that is literally Battles of Chaos, which will be coming out pretty soon. Comes out over on February 2022, and it's going to change a whole lot of it changes a whole lot of ratios, changes a whole lot of stuff as well. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much that. And of course, I just want to give you guys a huge shout outs to my boys. That is literally absolutely absurd, and as well as JackedYgo. Them two, they make really good DDD content as well, and as well, I enjoy watching their content. So I just come up with a plan as well to make a whole ratio over on the main deck and the extra deck for DDD. So let's just go ahead and jump right straight into it. Okay guys, so here it is. Here's the deck profile to this. So yeah. So basically, like I said, I just made a huge update as well. So that's that. So let's just jump straight right into it. So let me go ahead and remove this main deck as well, the extra deck as well. So we'll start with the main deck. So I'm trying to keep everything at least 40 cards, better than the last profile I just did. So let me go ahead and jump right here. There we go. So that'll be a lot more easier so for you guys to see. Okay, so here's all the cards that you must need. So 3 Kepler, 3 Copernicus, 3 Swirl Slime, 3 Necro Slime, 3 of course Lamia, and as well as 2 Ghost. So this is jump into Kepler. Kepler is basically your Stratos. It just searches your Dark Contract cards as well. Next, of course, the Copernicus. Whenever he's summoned, he's like your Foolish Burial. Swirl Slime is like your Polymerization from your hand. And as well, you can banish yourself for cost to special summon a DD monster from your hand. Necro Slime, of course, is like your Dark Calling as well. So it's declared and banished itself for cost as well. Lamia is literally your best level 1 tuner for the main deck for DDDs. The reason why I played 2 Ghosts as well, I main Desires on this deck. So So this one gives you like feel more resources whenever Ghost is hit to the grave as well. And plus, whenever Ghost gets banished, you can target one of your other DD monsters from your banish pile, and then of course reset it back to your. Of course, reset it back to your grave. So that's pretty amazing what this deck can do as well. So the last other DDD monster, of course, play not one, not two, but 3 Ragnarok. I mean, like I said, I made desires into it. Somehow, I did the math on this thing. Of course, you know, Ragnarok, the legend, right here. The best monster in the main deck. So obviously, the reason why I made 3 is because somehow I did the math at first. I know I've seen other deck profiles of DDD, they played 2 of them, but I decided to play the 3rd one. It's because somehow I did the math at first. It's somehow what happens if you banish the other Ragnarok, and yes, if you need make more extend plays, or somehow if you know that if you're about to get Nibiru'd, and as well if you need the Ragnarok but yet you still want to make plays, this is literally the opportunity you can go for it as well. So I mean, that's all that there is to it. I mean that's all the DD monsters there is. So basically we only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We mostly have only 20 monsters in the main as well, so that's all the monsters. Only 20 monsters. This is jump into the spells for draw power. Obviously, Allure, because mostly the whole entire deck is obviously dark, so I mean that's not all the drawing cards there is. So 3 desires. I mean, like I said, I'm playing 2 ghosts, so why not main desires on this point on, and when I'm start as well. The next, if you need more level 1 monsters on your hand, so why not play War of Thou? Because once you control Kepler and yet you still missing one of your other key pieces, you can search your Necroslime, or you can literally search your Lamia once you control a 1 monster on board. I mean, it really don't matter if you take 2,000, as long as you have that card in your name in your hand, you still got something as well. 1 for 1. 1 for 1 is really good in the main deck. Obviously, you have so many other. You have targets for level 1s. So you have your Kepler, you have your Necro, and of course you have your Lamia. So 3 monsters that are level 1s. So that's pretty much that. Next, to answer the hand traps, main 3 talents. This deck is literally combo off. This deck is literally a combo deck. So you're playing combo, then you're playing you're maining 3 talents as well. So I mean that's only pretty much that as well for have answer to hand traps as well. And as well as to answer the hand traps, 1 Call by the Grave, because this card's still at 1. But since I have the crossout designator, but I won't be able to play because I usually mess around with crossout designators before, and yet somehow is kind of sometimes of a brick if you try to open up with the cards that you definitely do not need, or as well as you don't need as well. So probably until when the new set of Battle Chaos, maybe we'll see, of course, the Crossout Designator as well. So I mean, that's that one. I mean, like, instead of like playing 3 talents, you can literally main 3 Crossout Designators, and as well as add in those hand traps such as Nibiru, the Ash, and as well Imperm. I mean, Imperm is really strong in the format. I mean, like Imperm, it is a really strong card. So, I mean, it dodges the talents as well. So you can swap out the talents for Crossout Designator if you guys can afford. If you guys cannot afford the crossouts, then you might as well have the. You might well as you can add the talents as well. So that's all there are. Answer the hand traps. So for the dark contracts, obviously you play 3 dark contract at the gate, 1 Swamp King, and as well as 1 copy of dark contract Witch. So I'm like, this card obviously is to chain block over Dark Ruler. So once your opponent activates Dark Ruler while you control Siegfried, you can activate this, chain Siegfried to negate the Dark Ruler as well. And Swamp King is your continuous polymerization or your miracle fusion. So, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, that's mostly what all the dark contracts can do as well. So that's literally the main deck. So we mostly have 19 spells and as well as 1 trap. So, I mean, yeah, so that's literally the main deck. So let's just like jump straight into the extra deck. So for the fusion lineup, so I made a lot of changes over on the extra deck. So be mindful as well as that. So play the 2 of the small Genghis and as well as the 1 big Genghis. So 2 Flame King Genghis and 1 Flame King Genghis. Both of them, they had the same effect, is that whenever a DD monster is special summon, you can literally summon another DD monster from your graveyard as well. So basically we only play in the small lineup package as well, so I mean that's only pretty much that as well. Yeah, so that's all the fusions. So on towards synchros. And just be mindful, play a lot of synchros, so keep that bear in mind. So 1 of the formula, 1 Gus King Alexander, 1 Savage, 1 Crystal Wing, and as well as 1 Siegfried. So hang on, let me move these. So the 1 of 7, so the 1 7 and of course the 1 level 2. So your main boss monsters, obviously. So like I said, 1 Savage, 1 Crystal Wing, and as well as 1 Siegfried. I mean, these 3, I could try. I'm like, you can swap these out if you can. But the only thing if you want to swap out the most is literally the Savage, because like somehow you can make the Crystal Wing and of course the Siegfried a little bit more easier as well. So basically you just like set up your 3 Omni Negates plus a 1 Disruption, so that way you can continue off, you know, to negate your opponent's board as well. So that's pretty much that. So yeah, I mean those are your boss level 8 monsters on board. So I went towards the bigger bosses of level 10s. So I play one Baron, one Satellite, and of course the one Sword Soul, Supreme Soviet Shanging, if I can pronounce it. Yeah, Sword Soul Supreme Soviet Shanging. This guy is the beast. This guy is literally the bananas in the extra deck. Because like somehow, while you have to banish cards, such as your main desires, this is a very interesting card. I'd mess around with this. Sometimes it helps you win games, or sometimes it's just like a massive. This guy is literally the massive beat stick to this, and as well as the Satellite Warrior as well. This guy is literally the massive beat stick as well. Baron is just like literally your Omni negate as well. I mean, like when it's summoned, I mean obviously it's just like you're literally, it just like gives you an extra negate as well. So yeah, that's the only pretty much. I mean that's the only card there is. I know Baron's like literally 115. If you guys cannot afford the Baron, probably my suggestion, either you can play the rank 6 Caesar, Wave High King Caesar, or you can just mess around with Oblivion King Caesar Abyss Ragnarok. I mean, Abyss Ragnarok is literally he's literally the bananas as well. He's just like another massive beat stick as well. If you guys can afford the Baron as well, so that's pretty much that. And one Xyz, one Kali Yuga. Never let down on Kali Yuga because I love Kali Yuga. This just like helps you against back row decks. You just like heavy storm them as well. So to the links, one DD Savant Cross Sheep, one DD Hulky Firebrax. And of course the one go for OTK, our opponents, Boral Sword. Gotta miss Boral Sword. It's pretty nice as well. To go for OTK your opponent on the next turn. So that's pretty much that. If you guys don't want to play, if you guys cannot afford the Baron, you can just mess around with Appaloosa as well. So Appaloosa helps you to set up many other negates as you can possibly can, and yeah. So that is literally the whole deck profile. I hope you guys do enjoy it as much as I do. So yeah. Again, thank you guys so much for watching as well. As always, this is Bodhi signing off. Peace.